So the final thing that I want to pay attention to today, that I want to react to watch, is One Piece Odyssey, the official game overview. We haven't really seen much besides just a quick trailer of this game. I am a casual One Piece fan. I was reading it. I got up to the time skip, and then I unfortunately stopped reading it, and then just never picked it back up. For what reasons? Couldn't tell you. My best guess is my ADHD kicks in, and I hyper focus on things for about 3 months, and then I lose interest completely. Sometimes it can be really hard for me to get back into things, and if something goes on for too long, specifically with TV shows that have 6 to 8 seasons, I can't dedicate that much time. I lose interest. I'm like, 2 to 3 seasons is the maximum. After 3 seasons, wrap it up. Wrap it up. You got 15 books. I can't do that. I need to move on to the next thing. My attention. You need to work hard to get it. That's why I'm a Let's Player, right? I can't be that Valorant player. I can't be that League of Legends player. I can't be that Minecraft player. I gotta do Let's Plays about a bunch of different games. Otherwise, I'm bored as living sin. That's just me. So, One Piece had its chance. I gave it a good chance. I enjoyed it when I gave it a chance, but I just fell off. I want to get back into it, and if we get a release date for Odyssey, I may have to do that. Maybe I spend another few months delving back into it before Odyssey comes out, catching back up to current content, and then we can play this game if it looks good. We're not exactly sure. I've heard that it's a JRPG, and my dream anime JRPG, especially for One Piece, is essentially just Dragon Quest. It's Dragon Quest 11, but One Piece characters, right? I don't mind the turn-based combat. I don't mind the style of like the open world where you see enemies and you get to fight them in like a transition scene. Maybe some open world activities, but simplified. Maybe light puzzling. I wouldn't mind all that, right? But it tells a grander narrative. The real question comes down to is what segment of the game are they actually going to show? Now, granted, I'm probably going to get spoilers here. If they do the early game, we should be fine. But if they do anything from like past mid to late, I don't know a lot of that stuff. Like I stopped almost right after Luffy and crew went through their time skip. I remember Zoro taking a bunch of Luffy's pain from this panda dude who I don't even remember the name of, and then like kind of falling off right after about that. So that's just me. So we're going to see if something looks interesting here. I may be tempted to jump back in, but without any further ado, I guess we'll just watch this. I spent way too much time giving preamble about it. Dev Diary. Let's go.
皆さんこんにちは。ワンピースオデッセイプロデューサーの鈴木です。前回本作の発表時に公開したトレーラーに対して多くの反響と期待のお声をいただいております。一方でですね、もっとゲームの内容を詳しく知りたいという反応もいただいております。
Listen to the community. Let's go.
本作についてもう少し詳しく魅力をお伝えできればと思っています。
Honestly, like immediately, it already looks like the best anime game because they don't go with this weird like Shonen Jump Forces style. So it's definitely post time skip. See, like so now we're seeing. You know, this it says concept where I'm unfortunately hiding it, but it does say concept over here, right? So this isn't official in any capacity whatsoever. But I'm liking this, right? Walk into dungeon. It looks like maybe there's some things that you can interact with here. I wouldn't be surprised. It looks like the whole crew's here, so this is clearly a cutscene. I'm just curious how they're all going to interact. Never really got into One Piece. It can be hard to get into, for sure. I don't blame you at all. Let's travel... The subtitle, Let's Travel to the Heart of Memories, from the first trailer, holds a special meaning. Interesting. So I wonder if they're going to be traveling back to like major events that are about to happen. Overlord, yeah. Overlord. I got to watch a little bit of Overlord. I think first season, second season, and then after that, I don't think I got into season 4. We're about to get an ad. It's just incredible. Freaking love ads, dude. Let's just wait for that for a second. Should be about good.
ここに関してはですね、ちょっと現時点ではお答えすることは控えるんですけれども、まだまだですね、皆さんが期待するワクワクできる要素っていうのはたくさん。
I think we can take elements from that subtitle to kind of gather what's going to be happening here.
初出時に公開させていただいた原作者小田栄一郎先生のコメントの中で、3年前に本作のキャラクターのデザインをお願いさせていただいたことについて触れられていたんですけれども、実はですね、ゲーム自体は約
5 years of development
から制作を開始していました。
Okay.
私自身がプロデューサーを務めさせていただいたワンピースの海賊武装4の
Okay, so we're seeing enemies here. We're avoiding them, but we see it. A bit of chopper level, so it looks like you're going to be playing as different characters. I'm assuming they all have different traversal and gameplay mechanics here. Yeah, it is a JRPG. So the question really comes down to is like, are you going to be switching characters on the fly? Are they only available in certain sections? Protection scenarios when the early to mid part. Okay. Okay, Whole Cake Island arc. I don't know if I know about that one. So I feel like based off the story, like we won't really get too much further than that, right? It may, and I'm hoping my biggest hope really here is that, whoa, what's going on with all my stuff? Hold on 1 second. I am getting errors. Why am I getting errors? Oh, okay, interesting. I was source recording this. Why? Sorry if this has been super choppy. I realized that I had a source record going on. In any case, so my biggest hope is that even though it's post time skip, they're not following the specific manga story here, that they're actually just like creating, you know, a story based off of maybe events that transpired before, or they're making a wholly new experience but just using that time period of the characters as their base. That would be really cool. So you technically don't need to read the manga or be current up with the manga to play the game.
ワンピースオデッセイが初期構想段階だった3、4年ほど前にバンダイナムコさんよりワンピース新作タイトル制作のご相談がありました。設定やストーリーを確認させていただいたところ、ワンピースらしさがあり、非常に作り込まれている作品だなと感じました。もちろん、小田さんにもゲームの設定やストーリー、制作中のゲーム映像を見ていただく機会がありました。その際、小田さんも非常に興味を持っていただいて、小田さんにゲームオリジナルのキャラクターデザインをしていただくことになりました。そこで生まれた
original characters there. Okay.
それ以外にもゲーム内に登場する
2 original characters. Yeah, so I feel like this story is going to be very new, right? You don't need to read the manga.
小田先生にキャラクターデザインに協力していただいたことに加えて、ワンピースの各種設定ですね、だってアニメのアートワークだったりをもとに、開発チームの方ではワンピースの冒険をする上での舞台っていうのを今回作り込んでいただきました。今回ですね、一から魅力的な世界を作って、それを RPG に落とし込むことができるっていう、最適なパートナーとして、
Oh my god, so many ads. Lord have mercy. We're the princess too. Like, what a way to really ruin my interest in anything ever is showing way too many ads on a thing. You're a big isekai fan? I would say I'm also a big isekai fan. I read, if it says isekai on it, I pretty much will read it. Yeah, whether it's good or bad, I'll give it a try. Whether I stick with it is a different story. Law 4. I'm curious about the combat system in this. They really haven't gone into it. If it's like instance battle, if it's open world battle, JRPG is kind of a nebulous term, genre.
またワンピースの世界を 3D で構築するためにですね、建物だったりとか小物っていうのも独自に細部まで設計、そしてモデリングをしていまして、舞台に登場するキャラクター、様々なキャラクターたち
I mean, I gotta say, at least the world does look good. The game's just like art style does look good because it looks very much like the manga, or I would say mostly the anime.
ワンピースの世界を表現するにふさわしいキャラクターに今回ゲームの中のいろんなキャラクターっていうのを仕上げています。 ルフィはもちろんなんですけれども、アディオやリムなど小田先生に生み出していただいたキャラクターたちを動かすにあたってゲームとしての絵作りはもちろんなんですけれども、クリエイティブですね、非常にこだわって制作をしています。ワンピースはやっぱどのキャラクターも非常にその表情が豊かなの魅力はそれがすごく魅力的なんですけれども、その魅力を 3D モデルで挟んで
Yeah, I
再
mean,
現するっていうのは
they actually look
何度も
really
何度も
good.
調整をして、
It's really hard to get anime characters looking good in 3D, mostly because it's really hard to break model. They're so rigid half the time.
素晴らしいゲームの舞台を作ることができたかなと思っていますので、ご期待いただければなと思っています。このようにですね、作り込まれた冒険の舞台の中で小田先生にデザインいただいたキャラクターたちやルフィたちがこう自由に冒険できるようにですね、冒険とかそのバトルの部分にも
Adventure and battle system full of One Piece
システムを今
twist.
回用意していますので、ちょっとご紹介できればなと思います。ワンピースオデッセイはですね、
Okay.
探索可能なエリアがある RPG
With areas that can be explored, so open environments.
敵が歩き回っていて、
Oh,
そこを麦わらの一味
you can switch.
進
Nice.
めて敵にエンカウントすることで戦闘が始まるゲー
So,
ム。
right. So we saw that Luffy had kind of his gum gum fu powers where he could kind of like zipline himself, almost grapple hook himself into certain objects. I wonder if you have to use specific characters for specific obstacles that show up in the world, right? Obviously, everyone here can engage in battle. Looks like we're about to show this, but like as far as traversal, right? It looks like you have access to the whole crew at any different time, so you can walk around as your favorite character as you please, but you will probably have to switch based off of environmental obstacles, which is really cool. Exactly what I'm asking for and looking for. We are also seeing what looks like collectibles over here. I don't know if anyone else is seeing this, but there's a little shiny that looks like an ingredient or like a potion or some kind of thing that you can pick up in the open world. And then we also have this little magnifying glass thing over here. So I don't know if that's a waypoint or what, but let's continue on and watch the rest of this.
になっています。もちろんこれはですね、敵にぶつからないことで戦闘
Avoid
を回避すること
combat.
もできます。
Okay.
でこの麦わらの一味を切り替えられるだけで
Switch between members of Straw Hat. Unique abilities.
やっぱりあります。例えばルフィであれば腕を伸ばしたアクションができたりとか、ゾロであればそうですね、冒険の中でこう障害にな
Zoro
るよう
can
な
cut things. Okay, that's kind of nice.
あとはですね、例えばそうですね。
Doesn't look like it's gonna be like a crazy amount of variety. Like you're gonna have to use certain characters for very specific things.
このようにやっぱり
Which is fine.
彼らの特徴っていうのを生かしながら冒険を進めていく中で、オープンエリアの冒険
But we'll probably see a lot of these animations over and over again.
ようになっています。今回の冒険の舞台となるワフルドには不思議な遺跡っていうのはちょっと点在していまして、そこに挑んでいくことがドラマの中で意味を持ってくるというような形で作っています。このように一味の特徴を生かしながら冒険を進めて
These shots
そ
of
こで何か
Nami
を
though.
新たにするという
Very
ワンピースらしい
on
アドベ
point.
ンチャー体験っていうのをご用意させていただいています。もちろん冒険するのはダンジョンだけではないんですけれども、これは今後の情報出しの中で皆様にお伝えできればなというふうに思っ
I
てい
can
ます。
respect it. Keeping it close to the
様々な
chest.
場所を冒険する中でもちろん戦いが起こること
There
が
we
あります。
go. It is
今回
instance.
ですね、バトルシステムのベース自体は王道のやっぱり皆さん
Did
が
I
触りやすいよ
see
うに
Zoro in the
王道の単性
background?
の
Class-based
コマン
command
ドバトル
battle.
をしているん
Hell
で
yeah,
すけれ
dude.
ども、今までのワンピースゲームはどちらかというとアクションジャンルが非常に多かったかなという、特に最近
So it looks like you got 3 main characters, but it looks like
魅力的な体験なのが
hold on. It looks like you can switch. For this game, the battle system is based on classic turn-based commands. Gotcha. Until now, most ones have been in action. Yeah, it looks like he's switching out. And it looks like there's a classic rock, paper, scissors here. Sorry to keep on reminding. We'll watch the whole thing and I won't pause too much, but like in the bottom right hand, or I'm sorry, bottom left hand corner, it looks like there's a slash, a fist, and I can't see because of the subtitles. It looks like maybe gun or something. Yeah, Nami has a gun, the orange thing. So it looks like a classic 3-way rock, paper, scissor battle system. So it may be like kind of dumb, but it could also be kind of just fun. Who knows?
非常に多かったかなという、特に最近多かったかなというふうに思っていまして、これはこれで一つ魅力的な体験ではあるんですけれども、
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at some of those systems, those menus a little bit
と
more.
ころが RPG ならではの楽しめる要素かなというふうに思っていたので、そこを非常に実感しやすくて、
Looks like he has a pretty good list of moves that you get, right?
プレイヤーの皆様が攻略できるようなものにするためにも、このバトルっていうのを
Flashy move finishers and stuff
ワ
too.
ンピースの世界での冒険を体験する上では非常に相性がいいようなバトルになっているかなというふうに思っています。 また、単性コマンドバトルでありながらもやっぱりこう麦わらの一味の特徴を生かせること、そしてやっぱり何より飽きずにですね変化を楽しめることがやっぱりこのジャンルには求められるかなというふうに思っていましたので、本作のバトルではスクランブルエリアバトルという要素を入れているんですけれども、
Scramble arena
これはですね
battles.
バトルが複数のエリアに分かれていて、
Oh.
そこでですね
Yeah, I was wondering why they're all
戦闘
split
可能
up.
な一味っていうのがランダムに割り振られます。
And it looks like you can switch out team members on the fly.
敵との相性、使える技をちょっと考慮しながら、彼らの属性とか必殺技などの特徴を生かしてこのエリアを制圧していくっていうような、
Cool.
バトルを今回採用しています。
Okay.
またそうですね、ドラマティックシーンというランダムに発生する要素も今回入れています。これはですね、一定確率でさまざまな制約が発生して、それをどう切り抜けるかっていうような遊びになっているんですが、例えばですね、3時で言うとこう女性に囲まれてしまったりとか、嘘の敵に非常に囲まれてしまったりっていうのを
Interesting. That could be annoying, right? The RNG element of it, but adds some intrigue to the battle system for sure.
より良い報酬がもらえるっていうのを、遊びの一つの醍醐味にするようなことを採用しています。またその他にも一定条件下で味方の連携が使える。
I wonder if there's gonna be supers and stuff like that. Looks like there's team battles or something. Like look at them all connected doing their ultimate attacks. Yeah. I wonder what kind of system that's gonna be.
RPG が好きな方々にも歯応えがある、そして特徴的な今回のゲームでしかできないようなバトルっていうのを
Oh come on, we're so close to the end. Stop it with the ads. How do we have an 11-minute video and like 4 sets of ads of the same fucking thing? It's always the princess. Lord have mercy. I'm so tired of seeing it. Crazy thing is like it's rated R. I probably want to watch that, but like now based off the commercials, no interest.
やりませんかっていうことで、じゃあやりましょうっていうことで打ち合わせに行ったんですよ。でそこで初めてワンピースっていうのが分かって、まさかこんな大きいタイトルの作品に自分が関われるとは思ってなかったんで、すごく嬉しかったですね。結構時間をかけたのは今回のメインテーマなんですけれども、シンプルで耳に残るメロとかを作る。
That's got to be the start of the game, right? They got transported to another area. No, not Starfall Island. Whatever they call this one. Starfall was Sonic Frontiers. So it does seem like this game's going to be isolated, right? I don't need to catch up on the manga, which is nice. Though I still should do it.
作るのがすごい楽しかったです。あと今回バンドでレコーディングもしたんですけれども、スタッフの皆さんが自分以上にワンピースに対する思い入れが強くて、すごく盛り上がって楽しく演奏してたのがすごい印象的で、自分もすごく楽しかったです。ゲームに没頭できるように作って、プレイを邪魔しないような感じで作ったんですけれども、音楽の方にも耳を傾けてくれたら嬉しいです。あと生音とかもいっぱい使ってるんで、なるべくできるなら結構いいスピーカー
Play with a high quality speaker. I wish. I wish.
さて今回はですね、さらにワンピースオデッセイの情報をお伝えさせていただきましたが、いかがでしたでしょうか。もちろんですね、今回
I have to say, this was actually the best way to show off the game. As someone who,
世界に触れるという意味で皆さんが期待するような
yeah, I mean, you're right, Abs. You're right. If I start now, I could catch up. Especially because I think I'm about halfway-ish through, or now it's moved, but like I was about halfway through when I stopped. I would say like, if we're going to compare this was a fantastic dev diary. This was a fantastic way to show off a game that I was so just like my hype meter was maybe at like a 2, right? A 2 out of 10. This is actually great. This bumped it up to about a 6. No, I would say a 7 or 8. I'm actually really excited for this. I don't know if that sounds really weird to say, but like just seeing the passion and like what they showed off, this is exactly the type of game I wanted. And if we can, compare it to something else we just watched, this is how Sonic Frontiers should have been announced and released. They should have kept that close to the vest, shown off a little teaser, and then done a dev diary talking about the game interviews. Why are they having some other person talk secondhand about a game that's in pre-alpha? Like this is how you do it. They did a great job of pulling me in and being interested in this game. Now, granted, is it going to come 2022? We're already 7 months into 2022, and we don't have an official release date. I don't know. Maybe they're just saying it so that they can push it back if it gets released to 2023 or development. It makes a hitch, but who knows? But overall, whenever this comes out, yeah, I'm into it. I'm saying good job. I'm saying good job. I was actually impressed. Wow. And to say that about an anime game, I really never thought that day would come. You know, like it's Kingdom Hearts was like the most anime of anime games that I could possibly withstand at the time. Mostly because it was just like not trying to be too faithful to comics, right? It had its own freedoms and liberty to tell its own story. I'm actually blown away. We've watched a lot of bad trailers. We watched some good trailers, but like that was a pretty good like current day presentation for a show. Good.